Welcome back, everyone. Hmm. Well, I would invite you to just begin by giving yourself a little bit of a hug, little squeezes on the arms, maybe some rocking, just allowing yourself to land in this space, in this moment, with a little bit of self comfort through touch. And there's a good possibility that I'm going to be moving around a lot. My back is really bugging me, so I'm going to be, yeah, just taking care of my own body the ways that I need to. So once your eyes are closed in meditation, it shouldn't be too distracting with me moving around. But don't be alarmed if that happens. Let's start with some cleansing breaths. Keep hugging yourself if that feels good. And I'm just going to shift position already. So you're going to breathe into your belly and out with a sound if you're comfortable doing that. In through the nose, out through the mouth. If you're in a place where you're able to make sound, I would invite you to allow yourself to put all the stuff that you're carrying around right now in your body, the collective stuff, the personal stuff. See if you can allow it to come out in a sound where you just let the sound carry this, whatever kind of energy is it. Is it heavy energy? Is it energy of the collective, fear, rage, whatever it is? We're not trying to like disallow or get rid of anything. It's not like that. It's more like there's stuck energy in the body for a lot of people right now. And learning how to help the body move energy is going to be really useful during these times so that it doesn't have to get stuck and sticky in the body. All right, so a few more breaths with sound, with the idea that we're releasing what we don't need, we're releasing the what's not ours with the sound. Ah. You may notice yawning. It's a nervous system way of your nervous system showing you that it's letting down. It's feeling a little bit safer. Yawns are good. Yawns, burps. At the other end, it all signifies that the parasympathetic nervous system, that rest and digest part of your nervous system, is coming online. So let the yawns come if they're coming, and any other bodily functions that want to come forward. And then I want to invite you to either in your chair or standing up. I'm going to stand up. Another really useful way to move energy is something we've done many times before through shaking. So I'm just going to allow my body, knees bent. I'm just going to shake. This may feel silly, and it kind of is, but sometimes we need silly. So you can bounce. I don't like to jump, it hurts my feet, but I like to shake my body out, imagining that if there's any, if this energy thing is real, and there's stuck energy in your limbs, in your joints, in your body, we're just imagining that we can allow this energy to get unstuck through shaking and shaking it off of the fingertips, shaking it off of the legs, and then maybe even doing sweeps, sweeps of your limbs, sweeps of your chest, sweeps down the legs, sweeping any energy off of you that is not yours. You do any smudging, lots of smudging right now, lots of salt water, Epsom salt baths. Yeah, the energy of the collective is really big right now. And so, any ways, especially for you empaths that are feeling everybody's stuff all the time anyway, really doing these energetic techniques that are going to help us, stay in our own vibration, stay in your own vibration throughout all of the collective stuff that many of us are feeling. All right, so find a comfortable posture, and I'm going to run us through something called the unified field meditation. And this comes from an energy worker, energy healer out in California who is a very interesting being. She's a medical intuitive. So since birth, she has been able to essentially see inside people's bodies. And, my medical MD brain finds that very hard to believe. But then I have a lot of evidence against why I think that actually what she's doing is actually quite profound. So I'm going to read you one of her meditations that can help us during this time. And I invite you to just get very comfortable, lay down if you want to. I want you to be as comfortable as possible so that you can relax as much as possible. Get a blanket, be warm, be cozy. And begin to notice your breath. Begin to notice the breath. And imagine that you can breathe light into the center core of your being. Maybe you picture this as your heart space or your belly. But imagine that you can breathe light particles in through the crown of your head with the in breath, a whale with a blowhole. You can breathe in through the crown. And as you breathe in, imagine these light particles traveling to your heart, and the heart expands with the in breath. And then with the exhale, imagine that all these tiny little light particles are diffusing and moving and finding all the cells of your body, lighting up each little cell in your body. As you breathe out, the light moves through the body. And imagine that it can collect the debris, the stuff that you don't need, that's literally being held in the cells of your body. And the light just sort of gathers it up, imagining that the light gathers it up and moves it through the body, and that it easily moves out through the pores of your skin, down through the sacrum, down out the tailbone, out your feet, and it goes back into the earth. So the visualization is one of imagining light. And sometimes Susanna does this meditation where for empaths and energy clearing, where she'll have you imagine a purple iridescent rain raining down upon your body, on your head. And this purple silver iridescent liquid moves throughout the body, picking up what's not yours, what's no longer needed, what's stuck, moving it along through your system. And then you breathe it out through the pores, and it travels, this silvery purple iridescent drops of fluid. They travel through your energy field out away from you, gathering in the field what's not yours, what you don't need, out and away from you and down back into the ground to be repurposed. So let's practice together in that way. If you resonate with the visualization, if you're an empath, especially, I would strongly encourage you to do something like this to help clear your energy on a regular basis. It doesn't have to take a long time, but you're just picturing either light or maybe this purple silver iridescent rain. You're breathing it in, it's sweeping through, and on the out breath, it sweeps out of the pores, out through the energy fields, and back down into the ground. So if this resonates, invite you into the visualization together. We'll do this for several minutes. And if it doesn't, then let it go and come back to your breath and use the breath as your touch point for the present moment. You can do that even while you're doing the visualizations. You can do both. But if the visualization doesn't resonate, just let it go. Beginning to connect with your breath, connecting with the visualization if that resonates, and allowing this energy to move through the body so it doesn't have to stay stuck in your physical body. Just noticing where is your awareness now? Coming back to the visualization or the breath or both once again. And then releasing the visualization. And just noticing what's here right now. What sensations are here in your body? Can you allow your body just to be exactly as it is? If it's heavy or tired, can you allow yourself to feel heavy or tired? If there's any aches or discomfort, can you give yourself a little kindness and put a hand on your face or give yourself a jaw massage, whatever is needed? Listening to the body. The body will always tell you what she needs. The body will always give you clues about what they are wanting. And then when you follow that, you can be so much more vibrant in your life and you're listening deeply to what your body, this body wants in this moment. So asking the body, is there anything, body, that you need to be a little more comfortable? Do you need a warm blanket? Do you need to go to the bathroom? Do you need water? Really tending the body, learning how to tend the body. So crucial in this day and age, in this culture where we have become these, you know, heads walking around so disconnected from the body. So drop in and ask the body, ask your body, what do you need? What do you need? And maybe your body says, I need a little movement, or I need to walk, or I need to lay on the ground. So see if you're able to fulfill the wishes of your body. Sometimes we can't fulfill all the wishes of the body, but sometimes we can. Seeing if there are any that you can meet yourself in, meet this body that's been carrying you around helping it a bit, giving it what it needs. Noticing if there are areas of the body that are like black boxes that you've walled away. Sometimes we do this with pain and, feel into it. Sometimes it's very important to respect those walls and those black boxes. And sometimes it's useful to allow the muscles around, it's a physical pain, allow the muscles around the physical pain to relax a little bit. If you can, invite that in your body. And then just allowing yourself to watch any physical discomfort, sort of being with the sensations and noticing sensation is always changing. It's never staying exactly the same. But when we black box something, we're missing all that nuance and the stories about it's going to last forever, et cetera, can be stronger. Whereas when you're actually just feeling, like I'm feeling right now the physical sensation of the sciatica down my leg, I'm tuning into it. What is the texture of it like? What's the quality? Is it sharp or dull? Am I tightening around it? Can I soften around it? And I imagine breathing into this discomfort, this pain, imagining giving it more space so it doesn't have to be contained in this little tiny area of my body. Maybe I can even imagine it expanding outside the limits of my physical body. It doesn't even need to be contained in the physical body. And sometimes physical discomfort or pain or emotional discomfort in the body has a story to tell. So sometimes we might even, if we have capacity, if in this moment you feel up for it and there's no have to, maybe you ask, what's here? You know, what's being held in the body? What's wanting to be released? What's wanting to move through? And sometimes there are energetic things involved, and sometimes there aren't. We're just asking if there's anything impeding my healing, may it just be released into the ground. You could use physical or emotional pain or discomfort to really bring you into the now. It requires a lot of releasing of stories, but see if there's anything like that for you today. Could be very small. It's good to practice with small. And just notice the sensation of whatever it is that maybe you were resisting or not wanting to notice or not wanting to feel. And just see what happens as you turn towards it and you just let it be there. And maybe you need more comfort, a hand on the heart or a hand on the face. Just allowing yourself to breathe with the sensation of whatever's happening and notice and name. It's like this is how we step into witness consciousness with difficult things. As we zoom out, we can feel, we can see, we can hear, but we're zoomed out, sort of like having an eagle's eye view of everything, seeing the ups and downs of human existence in our own bodies, in the microcosm and in the macrocosm. And just seeing if you can bring more compassion, more care to whatever is happening inside you today. A little more allowing, a little more gentleness. And noticing when it's not at all like that, noticing if there's harshness, if there's self blame and judgment, and self cruelty, and allowing it and noticing it, but not necessarily feeding the things that are hurting us. Just noticing them, trusting that there's some part of you that needed to do that for a reason. Some part of you is suffering, so it's trying to find a way out. And then coming back into part of the body, seeing if there's any part of the body that feels neutral or pleasant, a place you can just rest for a moment. And then just resting in that. And if you're not feeling anything neutral or pleasant and you're able to make sound, see what it feels like to hum. So you're breathing in through the nose, and on the out breath, you're just making a humming sound with your mouth closed. Mm. Mm. See if you can feel the hum vibration in your body. See if that's neutral or pleasant. See if the sound is something that you can rest in, the vibration of the sound. And keep making sound if that's accessible today, if it's helpful. And some of you may want to try a mantra. So maybe you try out loud so you can really feel it in your body. Ma. 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 See if you can tune into the sound vibrations in your body. If you can't feel it, try making your voice a little bit deeper and a little bit louder if you're able to make sound. And if you can't make sound right now, just imagine a sound vibrating the inside of your body. And I'd invite you now to remember, remember someone, remember a being. It might be a human, it might be a tree or a plant, it might be a child, it might be an animal. But remember a being through which, with which, from whom you felt some nourishment and maybe even compassion. So, somebody or something through which you could access a sense of understanding, self understanding. Like, oh, I'm trying my best. Compassion. Maybe, oh, sweetheart, this is really hard right now. And it's going to be okay. So, compassion and reassurance. And this may all be wordless if this is something you felt with a plant or a tree. It may all be wordless. But imagine this being now and imagine that they're offering you some of this compassion, this love, this nurturing. And imagine that you can breathe it in through your nose Breathe it in through your crown. Maybe it has a color. Maybe it has a quality of light, or maybe it has a sound as you breathe it into your body. And whatever it is, it travels throughout the body, nourishing and nurturing every little cell in the body, bringing in new energy, new light, as you've already swept out what's no longer yours. Now receiving the new light energy into the body, allowing it to heal and nourish every cell, everything that needs mending inside the physical, emotional, spiritual bodies. Just breathing it in, allowing it to soothe, allowing yourself to rest in it, allowing yourself to be held in this energy of compassion, of care. Just resting here, held in the arms of compassion. Maybe for you, there's a rocking motion that goes with this, or there's an imagining being in a hammock in the woods. Whatever it is, breathing it in, breathing in the energy of nurturing, allowing yourself, your soul, your cells, every part of your being to be nurtured and nourished. And maybe the body, soul, the mind will pop up with images of things, of ways that it wants to be nourished that are not possible right now. Maybe there's a warm bath in your future. Maybe there's a kitten. Maybe there's a hug. Maybe there's a candle. So, whatever it is that can bring a sense of cozy and warmth and nurturing, breathing that into your being, knowing that later when you're not at work or whatever, you can even meet your own being's needs even more fully if you desire. And then I'd like to share a poem with you. It's by Rumi. Just allowing the words to fall on your ears, fall on your consciousness. You don't have to understand or think. Just letting the transmission be in the space. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about. Ideas, language, even the phrase each other doesn't make any sense. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. And then I would invite you, if you're able to make sound, to complete our time together with 3 ohms, really feeling into the vibration of this mantra in your body, this syllable that conveys oneness, unity, really letting the vibration of unity move through your body. Breathing in. Om. 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 May the fruits of our practice spread outwards in all directions and help to end the suffering of all beings everywhere. May it be so. Mm. Thanks to each one of you for taking the time to wake up, to transform, to do your part in the universe of raising your own vibration, raising your own consciousness through paying attention in the moment so we can catch our reactivity and we can be kinder to ourselves and kinder to each other so that this dualistic world that is dying can turn into one with a lot more unity and a lot more peace and a lot more understanding.